Listen. I would tell you how it starts. I'm gonna tell you how it starts. I was at Bob Evans, and I walked out, and I was in Candy Cane Land. And I was talking to Jacob, and then all of a sudden Nuke walks up to me, and then Jawan comes in as Cupid, and he's like, "I got you, Lil P." So he shoots Nuke with the love arrow, and then she looks at me, and she went, Jake. I think Jake was more appealing, and then she was like, "But I see something more, and he could treat me like a woman." So we had to drive up the tallest mountain in Candy Cane Land to get to her house, and then we did. You know what we did? Yeah. Oh no, my guitar! Baby, speak to me.
Where's the fighting place?
Hey.
Jump right here.
Can I be heard? Hello? Okay, so then what happened was we did the dirty. Alright, and then I went to sleep in the dream, and then I woke up in the dream, and Nuke was like over me holding a knife to my neck. She's like, and she goes crazy. So I managed to get out of her arms, and then I start running down the street, and now I'm in downtown Bluefield. So next thing I know, I'm running up through the hills and stuff, and then I see Ross chasing me, and Nuke's in the car, and one of Nuke's friends was in the car also. Ross is trying to help them kill me. So that's Blue Armor. So I'm running, and I get cut off at a dead end, and then Ross ends up smacking me with his car into the wall, and then Nuke gets out, and then Nuke gets yeah. And then Nuke gets out the car, and then she holds a knife up to my neck. And I'm like, why are you doing this? I did nothing wrong. She's like, you're gonna be like everyone else. I managed to get an abortion, but I want to keep this baby with you, and you're just gonna leave me. I was like, I wasn't gonna leave. I would be a good father. Listen. Okay, so then she's like, wait, you were gonna be responsible? I was like, of course I would. You're a beautiful lady, and I'll always want you, and I'll have I'll have as many babies with you as I could. And then she was like, of course. I said, will you marry me? She said, I can't do that. I said, why? She said, I can't marry a dead man. And then stabbed me. And then I woke up, and but I was still in the dream. But I thought I woke up. But I was still in the dream. So I went upstairs. I grabbed me something to drink. And then, I opened the refrigerator door, and there's Nuke! In the fridge! Because that bitch is a snack. Damn, I don't know how Ross fucked that up. I'm about to get back on those. Oh, right about my psychedelic chips. 50 Shades of Big Black Cock. And then after that, I woke up, but I was still in the dream. Okay, so then I actually go upstairs. Everything's normal. I got an interview at Hooters to be a server. Yeah, I got an interview at Hooters to be a server. So I went there, and the manager came out, and it was Nuke's friend, but I didn't notice it until it was too late. So we finished the whole interview, and then she was like, I'll tell you, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you have any children? I said, no. She's like, your baby mama does. I was like, who are you talking about? And then the door behind me opens, and it's fucking Ross, holding a fucking machete. Like, and it was fucking Ross. Ross had a machete, and he swung it at me, but he missed. So I managed to dodge. I hit Ross in the face, and I managed to run. But you know Ross can eat hits. So he got back up and started chasing me. He was chasing me down. We somehow ended up in the school, so he started chasing me down the halls in the school. And I made a cut right in the fucking Miss Oliver. Listen. So we're running down the halls. I take a right, boom, running into Miss Oliver's room, and it turned into Miss Oliver, and it turned into Miss Oliver's bathroom. But her husband was in there, and he was butt naked, getting ready to take a shower. So I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? So then I run back through the doors. So I ran back through the doors, and it's fucking Walmart. I'm in fucking Walmart now. Bro, listen. Unfortunately now. Okay. Let me finish this story. Alright, so now I'm sitting here. I'm running through Walmart, trying to get away from Ross. Next thing I know, Ross is in front of me. And then he's telling me, he's like, Lil P, we gotta run. I was like, bitch, the fuck you want me to run for? Are you trying to kill me? He's like, no, it's not. He's like, turn around. And it was another Ross. It was another Ross. I was like, Ross, how the fuck is that possible? How are you right there and right here? He was like, Nuke made a clone of me. I was like, Nuke made a fucking clone? I was like, Nuke made a fucking clone of me? He was like, yes, I don't know how, but she did. I was like, Ross, we gotta team up and get her back. He was like, what do you think we should do? I was like, okay, listen, we do this GTA style. Go into the gun store, rob that bitch. So we go try to steal a car. We're at Walmart. We tried the GTA shit, and someone saw us. Then they were chasing us. Ross ended up running in the middle of the parking lot. He got hit by a car. I was like, Ross, no! So I went to go check on Ross, and then Ross is bleeding out. I was like, bro, Ross, you can't. I was like, no, Ross, you can't bleed out on me. And he's like, I must go. I was like, Ross, I refuse. So I picked Ross up and put him on my back, but the people were still chasing us. And somehow I fell. I tripped and fell with Ross on my back. And somehow we ended up in Ross's house. So listen, motherfucker. I'm not Ross. Okay. Okay, listen. So we ended up in Ross's house, and I ended up sitting Ross on the couch. We had to call Miss Veronica down so she could call a doctor for us. So they call the family doctor for Ross, and he comes and pats Ross up. Surprisingly, Ross only makes it out with minor injuries. And then so, look, we're walking, and somehow we end up in Carson's house. Right, so we're walking. We don't realize we're in Carson's house until Carson comes out. So Carson comes out of the bathroom and his dick swinging. They're like, he had his cock out. I was like, Carson, dude, put your cock away. I was like, dude, Carson, put your cock away, bro. Come on, man. We gotta seriously talk about this. And he was like, yeah, guys, I saw you on the news. He's like, you guys need a place to stay. You can camp out here. But I don't think it'll be long till the police suspect that you guys are over here. So we're going to have to move you out soon. I was like, okay, on some spy shit. Then his sister comes downstairs, and she's like, all right, look, here's how we're going to do it. We got a bunker in North Carolina. If you can make it there safely, you'll be safe. All right, so we're going. And then Carson's sister, she came in goaded. Alright, so we're going through Virginia right now. We've been on the road for 2 hours. We're in Virginia. We're about to hit North Carolina. in like another 2 hours. And then we stop at a gas station and we see Coach Simon. Coach Simon knew we were gonna stop at that gas station because he had a tracker on us, and he was in front of us. And he saw us take the turn to the exit. So Coach Simon's like, you can't go to that bunker. The police are waiting there. So he's like, come with me. He's like, come with me. You can't trust Karsten and them. He's like, you would trust me. I'm your uncle. I was like, I don't know, Ross. He seems pretty shady. He seems pretty shady. All right, so we ended up following Coach Simon because Ross trusts his uncle. So then we get to the bunker that they said the police was gonna be at. I was like, what do you mean? This is the same vault that we were told to go to. They was like, no, it's not. No, listen, here's the thing. It was the same place, but in South Carolina. Like, the same exact location, but in South Carolina. Alright, so we ended up going to South Carolina, and then we turned on the news, and we ended up finding the security Coach Simon ended up hooked up to security cameras, and he put it on the security cameras around that bunker to show the police were sitting there waiting for me and Ross. Okay. And then, so we were, yeah, Carson was the rat. so So we're like chilling in Coach Simon's bus. So listen. We were chilling in Coach Simon's bunker, and next thing you know, boom, something falls out of the closet. We go to open. It's like a big box. We open the box, and it's Nuke. So of course the first thing we do is like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then Coach Simon's like, wait, no, stop. That's the real Nuke. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, the real Nuke? He's like, Nuke has a twin sister. Nuke. She had an evil twin sister. So then we go through all that whole spiel. So then we're putting through a game plan. I'm having to take down Ross and Nuke, and Ross's clone and Nuke's evil twin sister. So we got a plan. They wanted me, so I was gonna go first. Little did they know, I was strapped and loaded. Coach Simon secretly built a machine gun into my arm. All right. So comes the day. Fuck them niggas, cop. Homie ran up on me. On his ass. Good shit. Another team. Push it. More people! Let's go! Where? I see him. They're coming. They're here, they're here, they're here. I gotta heal. Gotta heal. What part was I at? Okay, no, okay. So it was time to go fight the Ross and Nuke clone. So we end up showing up, and it's just the Ross clone, and he was like, "Yeah, I ended up killing Nuke's twin sister." I was like, "Wait, what? You killed her?" I was like, "Why would you kill her?" He was like, "That bitch I was." Listen. So Ross's clone killed Nuke's twin sister. And he showed up by himself. And then next thing I know, more Ross clones come out. And they're holding Ross and Nuke, the real ones. So then I just get surrounded by an army of Rosses. And I'm just stuck there. I don't know what to do. Next thing I know, they all start charging me. Then I woke up. I for real woke up. It's what I thought. In fact, I was still in the dream. This one felt too real. I actually thought I had woke up because my brother came downstairs and woke me up. I was like, "When'd you get here?" He said, "Last night." He said, "Last night." All right. So I called my mom because I thought she was at home. I wanted her to bring me something to eat. It sounded like she was driving. I was like, "Mom, where are you at?" She's like, I'm on the way to get your brother." I was like, "What?" He just came downstairs and woke me up. What are you talking about? Then she starts getting fishy. So I FaceTimed her off my dad's FaceTimer because she was with my dad. My dad has an iPhone, so I FaceTimed my dad so I could show her that he was here. And she was like, "That's not my child." I was like, "What are you talking about?" "Yes, it is." She's like, "That's not my child." I was like, how is it not your child?" "Turn around and look." I was like, "He looks completely normal. What are you talking about?" She was like, "Yank his dreads." I was like, "Why would I yank his dreads for no reason?" She said, "Yank his fucking dreads." So I yanked his dreads. Boom! 2 antennas pop off on his head. He's a fucking alien. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I ended up having to fight him. But where he was bigger than me, he was overpowering me. But I had one trick up my sleeve. The gun Coach Simon put in my arm. I ended up having to mow him down. So then I ended up hopping off the phone with my parents. So then I go back to chilling, and I hopped on the game with you guys, but then something was off. Because the females were in the party too. Kendra's name was Nubby. Taylor's name was Papa T. And Presley's name was that double P. And Presley's name was Double PP. Alright, so we're all on the game. Alright, so we were just chilling on the game. We were all playing Minecraft, vibing out. Then Jacob ended up burning down Taylor's house in Minecraft. So she got mad. She wanted a quest to get full diamond armor so she can get her revenge on Jacob. Alright, so in Kendra and Presley We're building a house together. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Nick was working on a giant penis house. And Trevin and Alexa were just vibing together. Trevin was, messing with Alexa a little bit. They were just vibing. Like hitting her with the stick every now and then. Alright, then something was off. Alright, I ended up going upstairs. So something didn't feel right. So I went upstairs, and I find out I'm the only one at home. I was like, where could everyone have gone? So I went downstairs, grabbed my phone, and called them. No service. So I went outside. I looked outside, and there was a bunch of cars around my house. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And it was all around the front, so they didn't see me peek through the window. So if I managed to go through the back, I could get out. So I went to the back. I peeked out there to see if anyone was there. They had a whole army lined up with guns. I had nowhere to go until I remembered the attic. So I climb up and we'll get. Alright, so I go into the attic. It's all dusty and shit. People haven't been up that bitch for years. So I get up there and fully close myself in so they don't know where I am. They don't know I have an attic in my house. So I'm crawling through the attic. So I'm crawling through the attic, seeing if I can get out of the way there. Then I end up seeing a skeleton. There was something written on the forehead, but it was too dark, so I couldn't really see. So I had to find a light. So I look around and I remember, my phone. My phone's down in the house. So I had to leave the attic and go down into the house to try to look for my phone. So I get down. I found my phone downstairs. I take it, I pick it up. I can hear them start to break into the house. I had to get to the attic quick. So I got back into the attic, and they were still trying to break in. So I reach my light, and I look, and it says, "You're too late," written on the forehead of the skeleton. Then I noticed there's something written on the back of the skeleton. It said, "You should have given yourself up." I was like, what's going on here? This can't be. And they were like, look at the arm. And the arm, it said Ross. I was like, no, they got Ross. I'm gonna have to go fight now. I can't let Ross die. So I go outside with my arm gun. I have to avenge Ross. So I load up my arm gun, get out of the attic. I go outside. And there's a whole army pointing guns at me. Then some man in a mask comes up. He's like, "Are you looking for this?" And they throw Nuke at the ground all tied up. I was like, what are you doing to her? Leave her alone. They were like, it's her or you. Pick which one dies. I was like, I don't think anyone's dying today. So I put out my arm gun and started spraying everyone around me on some real ninja shit. I was doing backflip, little ducks, and I can't. Then after everyone was gone, the dude who was holding Nuke, I do a giant leap and aim my gun at him. And then I'm stuck. I can't move. I'm stuck floating in the air. I don't know why. I look at the person I was jumping at. He's holding his arm up at me. His arm's glowing. Next thing I know, he swings his arm down, and boom, I slam into the ground. Then he picks me back up, and then it tosses me through a tree. I get back up and I'm like, who are you? You can't, how are you doing this? And then he's like, I won't reveal my identification to you unless you beat me. So I'm charging at him every time, but he keeps grabbing me with his psychic abilities, throwing me everywhere. He catches my bullets every time I shoot at him. Luckily, he misses every time he shoots back. He got that shit aim. We're fighting. And next thing I know, he's coughing blood. His powers are, he has a weakness to him. There's blood coming out of his mouth. He's stunned. I was like, this is my time. So I run up, point my gun at him, and it won't fire. I was like, what happened to my gun? I was like, work, you son of a bitch. I can't even retract it to pull my hand out. And I was like, what's going on? And then he looks at me and he starts laughing. And he punches me across the face. So I'm just sitting there on the ground, just holding my face out of hurtness, because he had on a metal glove when he hit me. Out of pain. Because he had a metal glove on and it hurt me. He looks over me. He pulls off his mask. And it's Nuke. No. So she's holding me. I was like, okay? Then who is that on the ground? She's like, another clone. I'm a clone too. They were both clones. They only did this to lure me out. They pulled all the helmets off all the soldiers. They were all Nuke. So they tie me up. They put a blindfold over my face and throw me in the back of the truck. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how long I was sitting back there. Felt like days. Until one day, someone picks me up out the back and it throws me down somewhere. And then it sounds the shutting a cage. And they were like, oh, before we forget, let me take your blindfold off. And I was stuck in a cage with one door, no windows, and just dog food and water. They were going to treat me like a slave forever. Only bring me up when they needed me to do shit. I'm just sitting there. One day, the door, and someone's banging on the door. I was like, what do you need? It's my sleep time. You promised to give me time to sleep. Boom, door swings open. It's Joe. Joe whips out a chainsaw and cuts down the cage. He was like, get your ass out of here, P. Let's go. I was like, Joe, what the hell are you doing here? He was like, we're saving your ass. Me and the boys. So I go out to see who's helping me. It's Trevin, Ty, Jacob, Nick. When I got in the car, they handed me an AK. I was like, why are you guys helping me? They're like, I was like, why are you guys helping me? You shouldn't be involved in this. They said two things: your life and vengeance for Ross. We hop on the highway. Boom! Tons of Nuke clones start chasing us. The hell was that? Alright, so we hop in the car. Boom, squatted up, running down to where Nuke is. The real Nuke is. Next thing you know, boom, bunch of cars. It's full of Nuke clones. Ty climbs on the roof of the car like a fucking maniac and starts spraying down the other cars, bro. He's spraying down all of the cars, dude. Boom, one by one, he's taking them out. And then next thing you know, they bring a big-ass, fast-ass fucking tank to chase us. I was like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna fucking die to a tank. And then Trevin's like, oh ho ho Pete, no we're not. Trevin presses a button. He's like, Ty, get your ass on the roof. And then Ty's manning a cannon. So Ty's aiming, trying to hit the cannon off. Then Ty ends up getting shot by a bullet in the shoulder. He falls down, but next thing you know, Jacob pushes the button on the car and it releases a net so it catches Ty, and we're still zooming down. So he managed to pull Ty back in the car and patch up his wounds. I was like, we can't let Ty go back out there. It's too dangerous for him. Look at him. He's tiny. He's not big like us. And then Ty was like, no, this is for Ross. I'm doing it. No, if anything, I should sacrifice my life, is what I said to Ty. So then we're just going, and all of a sudden the tank stops. And we're still going. We're like, why if the tank stops? Did they run out of gas, hopefully? So we're just zooming down the highway. There's a bunch of cars lined up in front of us. So Jacob had to slam all the brakes so we didn't get hit. Then we hear a voice. Get out of the car. So everyone gets out of the car. But we don't get out with no straps. We're up there, that bitch strapped up, ready to bust out some shit. Alright, then they were like, put your fucking guns down. We were like, no, not without a fight. And then they snapped his fingers, and a bunch of people with fucking AKs surround us. Pointing, it was like, there is like fucking the 5 of us and fucking 50 other people aiming guns at us. So we, of course, the only thing we do is put our guns down. Someone comes out clapping. Slow clapping. Next thing you know, it's a hooded figure with a deep ass voice. Bring him inside. So we get inside. It's still a hooded figure. He refuses to reveal his face to us. And he's like, I'll let you stay here. You don't know me, but I know you. Get your ass down there. We'll keep you safe. So we go down. Because we don't know if we should trust him or not, but we still go down. Of course, we're still strapped. We got the secret straps on us. So we go down. Boom. It's like a whole ass arcade. Fucking chips. Soda. Pizza. So we're sitting down there having fun. Right? And this comes the time where all the boys gotta go to sleep. Because in order to stay there, we have to have a set bedtime so no one knows where we are. So they can't hack into our shit all the time. So one day fucking Trevin gets fucking sneaky. He's like, guys, let's go sneak into the arcade. We're like, dude, it's 3 hours past bedtime. We can't do that. That's exactly what you said too. He said game is life. But come on, guys. No one will know. So we sneak out. We go to play the games. For the first night, everything went off without a hitch. We managed to sneak in some games and food, snacks and all that, and then go back to sleep and like no one knows. We do this for days and days in a row. And so one day, we go sneak there to get on the games. Boom! The hooded figure who let us in. He's like, what the hell are you guys doing here? We were like, we're just bored. We couldn't go to sleep tonight. And we didn't want to obey your order, but it just got to us. He's like, I tell you to do one damn thing. One! Do you know what problems this has caused for us? We were like, no, we don't know. He's like, we'll try to have it sorted out quickly. Take your asses to bed. So we go to bed. We wake up. Shots are being fired. But we got put in the safe room. Shots were being fired. We get up. Boom. We pull our straps out. We go upstairs to see what's going on. Motherfuckers, it's the whole ass civil war going on in the fucking living room. And it's a big ass living room too. A bunch of guns letting off. The hooded figure looks at us while he's shooting. He's like, get the fuck back in your rooms! We're like, hell no! We're sitting up here, we're gonna help you through this! So we sit up there, pow, 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 pow. We're letting off shots too. Boom! I get hit, so I go down for a little bit. I got hit in my shoulder. I was like, nah, it's just my left shoulder. I'm good, I can still shoot back. They were like, no. They were like, fuck no. Get your ass down, stay your ass down. If they kill you, they win. I was like, fuck if they win. So I got back up. Boom, 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 boom. Dropped 5 niggas consecutively. 5 consecutively. I took the hooded figure had an AK. I kicked the hooded figure to the ground and take his AK. I was like, I'm sorry, but I gotta do this. I got outside. Let off fucking shots everywhere. No, the hooded figure's still alive. I just kicked him down and took his AK. So I go out, light up all the people who were trying to kill us. Boom! I get hit with a tranquilizer. Boom. So I'm like, ah, shit. I was like, shit, they got me. I started feeling woozy. I was like, I can't go to sleep. Boom. Passed out. Wake up, I'm tied to a stone chair. My hands are behind the chair and everything. I can't move. Next thing you know, a taller hooded figure comes towards me. But they look taller because I'm sitting down and my hands are tied behind my back. And it was like, it's the day, your death day. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not dying today. I'm gonna escape here. I'm gonna get out. You're not gonna do shit to me. Then they pull out a gun, point it towards my head. I was like, at least let me see your face before I die. Peels the hood back. The mastermind behind all of this, Presley. I was like, I will. Alright, listen. When are we doing it? Hell yeah. I'll do you. Dungeons and Dragons! It's not the end. So boom. Peels back. It's Presley. I was like, Presley? You're the innocent one. Why would you do all this? She was like, that's the whole point I did it. I'm the innocent one. I can show y'all motherfuckers I can do whatever I want. I was like, Presley, don't do this. No, you're the nicest one. And she was like, yeah. And I'm tired of y'all. Some of y'all treating me like shit. I was like, none of us treat you like shit. She's like, Jawan does. Jawan? You're gonna kill me over Jawan? Why don't you kill Jawan? And she's like, I want to torture him, kill everyone he cares about. Then I'm talking her down. I was like, Presley, no, this isn't you. What's happened to you? You can't do this. Presley's hands start shaking. The gun is shaking. I was like, Presley, put the gun down and untie me, please. And then, boom! I get shot in my leg. Next thing I hear is her telling me, shut the fuck up! She was like, you'll know how it is. Be nice to everyone, only to get treated like shit. I was like, I do. I'm fat and black. What do you understand? What do you not understand about this? Who is it?
Josh.
What do you want?
Can I use your charger?
My phone charger?
Yeah.
I'm using it.
Alright. Can I use it when you're done?
Yeah. Alright. She was like, yeah. I was like, damn it, I'm fat and black. I get bullied all the time. What do you mean? She's like, yeah, but people are just joking with you. And I'm like, no, they're not. They mean it. The only ones who don't mean it are you guys. You guys are the nicest people on this earth I've ever met. And then Presley breaks down crying. She comes to untie me, and I'm like, come on, Presley, let's get out of here. Boom! Presley gets shot in the head. get shot in the chest. And I go down to the ground. It's the original hooded figure. He aims the gun at my chest. He gives me one last look of who it is. The mastermind behind everything. Miss Oliver. She gives me one look. Boom. In the dome. Then I wake up. She looked bad as hell. Can't believe she would kill me.
Oh yeah, she was looking real sexy in that dark figure hoodie.
Boys, still here? Damn, now I want a DM. Alright, boys, ready up?